Welcome to NDAA What the Fuck Week. Because we're all asking ourselves, what the fuck is going on Capitol Hill? Thanks for inviting me into your ears. Ask a Poll founder and host Matt Laszlo, based here in Washington, D.C., where I pester your lawmakers on your behalf. Make sure and subscribe to us at askapoll.com. And hey, y'all, don't forget, we got a sale running right now. Our Holla NDAA special. I think you get like 20% off for a year. Please throw us a little love. Every little bit helps. Appreciate you, fam. But here, let me just hop right in. So, I'm still trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this National Defense Authorization Act, or NDAA, and especially the UAP amendment, Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's amendment, the Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Disclosure Act of 2023, aka the UAP amendment. The reason I grabbed the mic tonight, even though I'm babysitting these puppies, who I think you hear walking around and back me, is because I'm confused. So welcome to my confusion. And yeah, let's try to figure this out together, fam. So yeah, Wednesday evening, we get dropped on us, some 3,000, almost 3,093 pages of this National Defense Authorization Act dropped. That comes out Wednesday night. A lot of these interviews that I'm going to play for you here, these were done earlier in the day, Wednesday. Well, the curious thing is 4 of them were done as the NDAA itself was either finalized or like being completed. This was very curious because I talked to all 5 original co-sponsors with Majority Leader Schumer on the measure. I'd already done that way back when it first passed this summer or whatever. But now I circled back with them, and I think you'll find this curious too. None of them really knew what was going on. Like, my sense is that Mike Rounds, former governor of South Dakota, now senator, Republican from out there, and kind of the main GOP point person with Schumer, he tells us here that, he was working on the UAP provisions over the weekend and then was even working on it earlier in the day, but he wasn't completely looped in. So it's curious how much power he had. It's also curious how much Schumer was a part of it, which I'm going to inquire this coming week before Congress leaves for the holidays. But I think the overarching theme that you'll hear from all these interviews is these UAP co-sponsors with Schumer were not plugged in. I don't know if that aloofness comes from other changes, because just overall in general on the Hill, there's a lot less energy behind these UFO investigations than there was, right when UAP whistleblower David Grush came out. He really woke up this sleeping Congress, but Congress might be slumbering a little bit again, which, of course, here at Ask a Poll, we're going to change, because if I don't get sleep, they don't get fucking sleep. And so I know this Gillibrand interview is going to piss all y'all off, but it's intriguing because you're going to hear her 2 staffers there while she jumps out in front and says hey, from what I know, our UAP thing is whole in there. Then her staffers are well, not quite, ma'am. And so it's actually interesting. It's my first time meeting her legislative aide on these issues. And he was hey, ma'am, I've already consumed all of this and I'm ready to brief you. You haven't had time to be briefed yet. So even though I invited myself and you all along with to be flies on the wall of that briefing, they politely declined. But It'll be interesting when I circle back with Gillibrand next week to see what her and her staff are saying about it. The intriguing thing here is that you see that these senators themselves, or these lawmakers on the Hill, they're not really the brain trust, y'all. It's some of their key staffers are the ones who, do the actual intense legislative listening. They pour over the 3,000 word NDAA that just drops on their lap in the middle of the night. That's staffers who are reading through it, not necessarily the lawmakers. Anyway, here is Democratic co-sponsor of Schumer's UAP amendment, Kirsten Gillibrand. This is the only interview of the 5 that I'm going to play for you tonight. This is the only one done on Thursday, the day after the NDAA measures dropped. And so here's Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, Democrat from New York. Ask you real quick, how do you think the NDAA went?
I think it has all the things in that we fought for, so I think it's in a good position. No?
We haven't seen all the annexes, so like we saw the military stuff, but we still don't know. We still don't know all that we don't know. Is that correct?
So
may know more.
But I've had a chance to look at it, but I haven't had a chance to fully brief the senator on every.
Can we get back to you on that?
I can sit there for the briefing.
Yeah.
My concern is there's 1 or 2 things that they always bug around there.
Cool. Appreciate y'all. All right. So that's Gillibrand. And remember, we're keeping an eye on her because